Hey guys, welcome to the Best of Filmmaking 2022. Plot twist, he fell in the water on purpose to get a cool transition.
Watch your back, boys. Watch your back!
This film crew got a little too comfortable shooting on the beach. Props to the boom operator for saving the mic. At least when he sells it on eBay, it can still be advertised as brand new. Watch this clip and tell me if you notice anything unusual. The fact that they made someone look like a car seat just goes to show the level of detail these people focus on. Let me know in the comments if you think the shot was worth it.
Oi! Oi! Calm down! Calm down!
Don't ask me how this guy didn't see the camera or the boom mic. In all seriousness though, respect to him for standing up and actually saying something. He definitely had the right intentions, even if the situation wasn't real. At least we know that the acting was somewhat convincing. Here's how navigating Google Maps will look like in the metaverse. Watching this for the first time honestly felt like some sort of fever dream. This team of filmmakers recently pulled off the most elaborate one-take FPV shot I've ever seen. According to the creator, it took them 15 takes to successfully fly the drone from the high-rise apartment into the hands of the other crew, who had to continue filming while driving through the tunnel. All this planning went into telling a story that in the end is not only impressive, but also one big loop. I'm guessing this is what they meant by any means necessary. Who needs a jib when you have a whole excavator? This 15-year-old visual effects artist created a short film in which every shot was 100% computer generated. The level of realism in these shots is something you would not expect from a project that took 2 months to complete. Can you name another film that has robots driving Cadillacs around an old school city from the 60s? This poor guy forgot to wear a helmet for his mountain bike video shoot. And here is what it looks like from his perspective. Apparently all the camera movements were improvised on the spot, so if the guy pulling the focus didn't collapse after this, I'd be impressed. Let's just get a quick F in the chat for all the boys pulling the focus. From one of the Mission Impossible movies, Tom Cruise and the film crew only had one take to capture this real skydiving stunt. I was genuinely shocked to see how well this ended up looking, especially the cameraman who had to jump out of the plane backwards and still keep a reasonable distance to get the right shot.
I got it!
If you want to see the final shot from this $6,000 drone, I hate to break it to you, but all of this was actually CG.
I gotta go.
Maybe you were able to tell straight away, but the thing that gave it away for me was the weird blur at the very beginning. Here is a secret behind the scenes look of the yet to be released Extraction 2. This film crew drove their camera car a little too fast on the highway. Most of the equipment fell onto the street below with over $100,000 in damage. And what's even crazier is that it was 6 AM on the dash cam, meaning this could have been the very first shot of the day. Who do you think is to blame? This is what gunfire effects look like when they are done on set practically. Either someone forgot the safety switch or the pyrotechnics were just well executed. If you've ever wondered how they get so close to the food with the camera in commercials, take a look at this. Thanks to the motion controlled robot arms and the tiny macro lens, we're able to see some of the most visually satisfying shots up close. If you had to guess which video game this is from, what would you say? I would say that it's not from a video game because this shot was actually captured with an FPV drone, and yes, you guessed it, is 100% real. So many people in the comments were convinced this was fake, it's actually funny. This person was testing the limits of a $70,000 Steadicam setup when this happened.
No strain on your back?
I'm pretty sure those rigs are not designed to withstand the chicken dance, so I'm not really sure what he was doing. Tell me what's more impressive, the mountain biker or the guy running behind him with an iPhone? Sometimes all you need for a realistic looking shot is good acting, some sound effects, and a friend who's willing to help you out. This artist spent 15 years practicing the highly technical craft of light painting, and here are some of his best shots. In order to capture these photos, you do something called a long exposure shot in a dark location, all while manually controlling the camera's shutter and painting with a light source. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that someone made a shot-for-shot remake of the movie Whiplash, but instead of the drums, it was with ham bone.
5, 6, sand. Not quite my tempo.
The acting, comedic timing, and color grade are only part of what made it so compelling. They even went and physically recreated the wall in the background to match the original movie. If you thought the future was gonna be wild, this guy can control a camera with his head. The helmet is wirelessly connected to a Ronin 2 gimbal, which tracks the speed and direction of your movement. This beginner visual effects artist created a car video in which every shot was computer generated. The combination of quick camera movement and smooth transitions made for a really cinematic result. When was the last time you saw someone practically simulate reality after a year of experience in 3D animation? This cameraman dropped his camera during a live hurricane broadcast in Florida to go and help a struggling family.
Keep going. Keep going.
Are you okay?
Yes. It's an enormous storm.
I feel like nowadays a lot of people have become used to just standing around and recording everything when sometimes doing the right thing is more important. This guy definitely deserves a raise. This concert in Lithuania had a slight hiccup in the video department. At first glance, you might think that the cameraman who fell completely stole the show, but it's interesting to see how everything still kept moving. The performer kept singing, he even performed a stage dive right after. That right there is rule number 1 in the show business. This guy is off to shoot some really nice Instagram reels. This cameraman had to hang off the front of a rapidly moving buggy to capture this 30-second shot for the film Extraction. Thanks for watching, guys. These are actually some of the best clips I've compiled over the 5 months I've been on YouTube, so I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.